We are taking this hashtag completely literally, my SUV voyage, because whilst we have used the iPad this morning, we have found ourselves on the driveway filming MrJWW's video. Well, we've just finished JWW's video. We used that setup over there, talked a little bit about tyres.
Yeah.
Something that you could think is actually a boring topic, but when you're talking about it in the context that we were talking about
that's it. It's fun. We were just saying we've been doing projects together with Michelin for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And ironically never actually directly addressed the topic of tyres.
Yeah.
So we thought, wouldn't it be cool? Because they're not as boring as they sound.
No, exactly. So we have been having some peace and quiet up here with someone's castle right there, which I think is the perfect Halloween party location. But what we're going to do now is jump back in the Porsche Macan. Myself and James are going to divulge on a topic that is so titled in this YouTube video, talking about road trips in 2019, getting our cars together, having fun, going head to head, because we can take a few things of what we've enjoyed from previous road trips or previous projects and things that we've done and maybe combine them all together and come up with something epic for this year. So myself and James and Peyton are going to jump in the car. Are we going to go back to the hotel, or should we put the iPad back in and see if we can do one more thing? iPad needs to cool down before you can use it. Oh well. I bet your Bluetooth list is pretty ridiculous.
It is hilarious. Let's have a look. Okay. We've got the first car is an 812 Superfast. Then we've got 2 Bentleys and then 2 Ferraris. And then we've got my AirPods and my Beats. And then we've got 2 Porsches, a Rolls Royce, a McLaren, and an Osmo.
The route is being calculated.
I mean, that's going to be annoying. I'll turn her down when she begins to chat.
Now turn right onto
it doesn't work.
N249.
Bottom left.
Please follow the N249 for 7.
This isn't going well. This is not going well. Route options. No.
No, hit route again. It should just.
Like that.
And then just click the map, that left hand side. Sorry, nav. Does it say nav there? The bottom left? No, on the screen.
There. But how do we shut her up though? You could put Waze in if you want. We're on Apple CarPlay. If you want it on there.
Yeah, that might be easier.
Solid content.
So we've got JWW, of course, and we've also got Peyton, who you own Raggit Productions.
That's right.
Which on Instagram is Rag17T.
Correct.
Awesome. So you're filming for JWW.
Yep.
You've shot a slightly different video talking about tyres. And in this video, seeing as we're both in a car together, both on European soil, we should really, by the end of this video, have fine-tuned a road trip where we are both cruising across Europe, potentially meeting up with Sam in our cars, so that you guys can get the videos that you want, because we both identified a long time ago and talk about a lot. This is where we have our most fun and where we feel like our best videos are. That is so steep.
We're okay.
Awesome.
All right. We're getting closer.
Yeah.
Despite this not being the most scenic of views.
Just come here, James. This is a better view.
I've been standing by the fence and there's a massive hole there. So we're long overdue.
Long overdue. The last one was a hot hash tour.
Yeah. Which
was cool.
Judging by what I read from you guys, thanks very much. You really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So and we loved filming it. It was so good.
It was so much fun.
So good. This YouTube thing
4 years ago it wasn't
exploded somewhat.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of all over the place.
I think
doing our own things.
the last 3 times I saw Shmi was in 3 different countries.
Yeah.
It's never at home.
Yeah, we never see each other at home. Never.
Yeah. So that's got to be the biggest challenge.
Yes. Logistics and like lining up dates that can all work for us, right?
Yeah, but his European leg is coming up.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like this video is perfectly timed, seeing as we're in Portugal.
Well, the season's starting
with
now, isn't
Michelin.
It? I sort of feel like after the Geneva Motor Show, things begin to sizzle.
We have got the tunnel. The tunnel's here.
normally this time of year we'd be thinking about top marks. We'd be thinking about it because it's typically in April.
Yeah.
But off the back of last year, when, well, let's face it, they lost control of the top mark scene. It's been moved, so it no longer clashes with the tennis. However, it is pretty close to the Formula One.
Yeah.
Week before?
I think it's the week before, or it's around that time, which isn't the best time to visit Monaco.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But in reality, the freedom of movement, basically every road turns into a bottleneck.
30th of May to the 2nd of June 2019.
Oh, so it's the week after.
Okay, after the Formula One.
Which still means it's going to be
means a nightmare.
It's a building site.
Yeah.
Still a nightmare, yeah. Okay. I definitely want to go there. It's like, it feels like you sort of have to.
Yeah.
You know? It's an amazing base for it all.
Exactly. So we've kind of decided that whatever we do, we'll base ourselves out of the south of France for a road trip. Whether we drive down in cars that aren't ours or ours that aren't mileage sensitive.
Yes.
This is the other tricky thing that me and you have both
Gone and done.
We've both reached a pinnacle where we are owning our dream cars, and actually they're so mileage sensitive because of the values of them that we're actually quite restrictive as to how much we can drive them and enjoy them.
It's so sad, really.
It is.
It would have been different for both of us if we'd have had the opportunity to have bought those cars from factory at list price.
Yes.
That would have been fine.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say is that it would have been different for us if we were multi-millionaires.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
And we could afford
For sure.
to just put 20,000 miles on the car.
But buying them, I mean, I certainly paid quite an absurd premium for mine.
The idea of having a really, really nice example of one with sensible miles means that it becomes much more attractive in the second-hand market.
Of course it does, yeah. And without, you know, having the endless pot of disposable income to say, what's 100 grand of depreciation? What's the big deal? Sadly, I don't resent the situation and the ownership of it, but I do loathe not being able to enjoy it as much as I know I could do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the notion of taking it on a road trip is massively appealing.
So the structure of the road trip might vary in the way that we might not necessarily jump on the Eurotunnel with our two cars and drive down. Because let's be honest, the first 10 hours of going through France is
kind of sucks. Yeah.
Unless you get south of Lyon, it's boring, regardless of what car you're doing it in.
Yeah.
So potentially the structure might change in the sense as we actually put them on a transporter. We fly down and meet the cars down there, base ourselves out of Monaco, and every day decide, you know what? Let's go to the mountains today, or
mountain run.
Let's go to some tunnels.
As much as I love our drive down, because the walkie-talkie chat is hilarious.
But with Sam not here to do the walkie-talkie Q&A,
what's the point?
Do we really need that drive now?
What's the point?
And also, we get so excited for the first 2 hours south of Calais whilst we're doing the walkie-talkie chat. And then actually when we hunker down and realise that we've still got 8 hours driving down before we get to our hotel, and then another 4 hours of importing footage and editing it and then getting ready for the next day.
The worst is the drive home after all of it. Because when you're driving down, it's like Christmas. There's something to look forward to.
Driving home.
Driving home sucks, man.
Well, you're just driving closer and closer to a grey cloud, and then inevitably you'll get to rain.
It's the worst. It is the worst. One of my favourite experiences every year, of it, is when you enter the realm of Monte Carlo. Not even when you actually get there, just like even the strata in the rock changes and the palm trees appear and the sunset, because we typically arrive in the evening, and then the ocean opens up and you know what I mean, and the windows come down and the music comes on. It's the sickest thing, man. Like, that's the best bit.
Honestly, the
previous 500 miles sucked.
The time that me and Sam drove into Monaco in my C63 and his 360 Modena, I cannot describe the emotion that I had running through me seeing Sam drive his first Ferrari into Monaco.
How cool is that?
I was like, I am so proud of you.
Yeah, that's so
and
cool.
so jealous of you at the same time. And that's what I'm really craving. With the Murcielago, and really why I need to take it into Europe and need to just find some tunnels.
Yeah. Well, you've sold it to me. Let's go and do that then.
Once the GoPro cut off, found myself back at the hotel, transferred to the airport, and now I find myself in the south of Spain with the brand new BMW Z4 M40i behind me. And in the next video that you're going to see on Wednesday, the 20th of March, I get to grips with my first ever experience on the BMW Z4. But what an amazing time in Lisbon to be able to drive the Porsche Macan, get to experience the brand new Pilot Sport 4 SUV tyre as well, and explore with MrJWW and start talking about some of the road trips that are going to be taking place in Europe this year. But for now, I really want to have a go in that car, so I'm going to leave you guys to do whatever you want to do for the rest of the day. Thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for what is to come, because I do believe myself, James, Sam, potentially some of the other guys are going to be getting together and going on one hell of a hoon across Europe. So stay tuned. See you soon, guys. Take care.